Just got to come out stronger, get better throughout this week. Ignore the past. We know we're 5-0, but those games don't matter. We got to worry about this week.
Obviously, you guys are 5-0, but you guys have some tough ones. Are you guys kind of surprised to be 5-0, ranked 2 or 3 in the state coming into this one?
A lot of people didn't expect it, but we knew like if we could come together and win games, it'd be good.
How have you guys been able to come together? Because obviously you lost a lot of pieces. How did this team kind of find its own identity?
Well, Coach has always been talking this year about family, and so we just really came together as a family, come as one.
What are you looking forward to most about Friday night?
Just the excitement. It's going to be a fun game, good competition.
Obviously, the stats kind of speak for themselves when it comes to South Adams. What you guys have seen on film, what's going to be the biggest challenge for you guys on Friday night?
Defense has got to be able to shut them down, get 3 and outs, and then offense got to drive, waste the clock, and put up points.
Obviously, you guys have won, I think, 5 straight in the series going back to 2014. Just how much pride does this group take in that and trying to keep that tradition alive?
Well, it's always a good rivalry. We always want to beat South Adams, so just come out every year with even more hunger.
Obviously, 10, 15 minutes separating the schools. I mean, is there any, trash talk throughout the week, throughout the season as you guys lead up to a game like this?
We like to keep it clean, not do much trash talking, and just do it on the field.
It's just giving everything we got every single play. We bring that up every week, but the last 2 weeks we've kind of struggled on doing that. You saw we didn't play as well as we should have. The biggest thing is that we can't give them anything because they're good at taking what you give them. And so our goal is to shut them down and just let them know that they play some AC football and it's a win or die trying.
Remember we talked about it before the season, how kind of the foundation was here for Adams Central. But how has this kind of group identified their identity for this season, this team?
The biggest thing that we did is we just got to listen to the coaches. We have a great coaching staff here, and the biggest thing is, like as Coach Mosier said, he's actually got a coach, and so when we listen to him and we do our jobs, it makes it a whole lot easier. And just establishing that we're going to also take what we give, what we're given. We saw this year we're starting to throw the ball a little bit more, but we're just whatever's there, we're going to take it. We're going to do what we can to win football games.
Obviously, you guys have had a test against Monroe Central about the east side. The other side really hasn't had a test. Is that kind of an advantage for you guys, knowing you've been in some slugfests before this season already?
I would say so. We show that we've been tested throughout the year. The biggest thing, though, is they're a whole different team. They're big. There's no diss to them. They're a really good football team. We just got to go out, play them on our home field, and just go out every single play and let them know that they play some AC football.
You guys have won in this matchup the last kind of 5 years, but do you feel like you're maybe the underdog in this matchup?
I like underdog stories, so I hope we're underdog. Go out and shock some people, and I would say with the rankings and everyone, I would say that we are the underdogs, but I fully believe in my team with all of our efforts that we give.
Is that is that the mentality you feel like this whole group has taken? That, even though you guys have won 5 straight in the series, that, they're kind of looked at as the team to beat in the ACAC this year, and you guys want to prove something on Friday?
We honestly use it to just drive ourselves instead of making it to where, oh, they're number one, oh, they're going to come in, they're team to beat. We're taking it as like, well, why are we being counted out? We're AC, we come in every single year, we prove that we have an expectation to win. And so we're going to come in every single game thinking we're going to win. So we're going to use that as motivation to show, like, if they want to count us out, let them count us out, and then show them on Friday nights who we actually are.
Like I said, 5 straight wins in the series for you guys. How much pride does this group take in being able to win these games every year and try to keep that tradition going this year?
Oh, it's a big tradition. I even had past players bring up that got a streak coming alive, 5 in a row, like you said. Got to keep that going. It's just a big thing being county rivals. A lot of times you look at the season at the beginning of the year and you care about 2 games. You care about make sure we can beat Belmont and make sure we care about beating South Adams. 2 games that we really keep our eyes on throughout the year and just show county rivals and who we are.
We're really excited about it. I mean, we know that we have a lot to improve on from last week. We know that at Heritage we didn't play as well as what I had hoped that we would have, so it's really been more determined for us to play better than what we did last week, and especially this week with a rival coming to town. It's a big week, and we know that, and we're excited about it, and our kids are excited about it. We had a great practice yesterday and hope to have one again today.
Have you been surprised at all? I mean, obviously, you guys lost so much last year, and I'm sure there was quite a bit of unknown coming into the season with, you know, with how competitive you guys might be able to be. Have you been at all surprised at the way you guys have been able to perform through these first 5 weeks?
You know, I'm not surprised that they're playing hard. I mean, we knew that coming into this season, that the type of kids that we have are going to be coachable, which they have been. They're going to be team-oriented, which they have been, and they have been able to work hard. And I knew that coming in. I did not expect to be going into South Adams 5-0 and they be 5-0. I figured they probably would. So yeah, I am a little bit surprised by that. We had some big surprises against Eastside and Monroe Central. I knew that those were going to be tough games for us, and we were able to come out on top. And so I'm surprised, but not surprised, but surprised. How's that? Is that a good answer there? It's been something that we have been really excited about, and see what we can do against the Starfires. We know they're a very good program. They know that they are tough. We've seen them on film. We know them rather well through the years, so it's going to be a huge challenge for us.
You mentioned you guys have been tested, obviously, for
Yeah.
wins. They haven't really been tested
Right.
all this year. Does that give you an advantage even in the slightest?
I don't know if it gives us any advantage. I just know that we have been in some close ball games, which I think is good for us. I don't know if it's an advantage, but it's good for us that we've been in tight ball games. That when it does get tight, we aren't going to spaz out or freak out about things. I mean, we've been down in both case scenarios, had to fight our way back, and I think that's one thing that I know that our guys are going to be able to do is they're going to fight really hard. I don't know that we have more talent than them. I don't know that we have more experience than they do. I think they win the game there, but we'll see if we can play with them and see if our guys have enough fight in them to play with them and see if we can get close at the end to maybe win a ball game. We'll see how that transpires.
Obviously, the statistics kind of speak for themselves when you look at South Adams in the first 5 games. But like when you watch them on film, what's the biggest challenge that you guys are going to have to overcome on Friday?
Yeah, I think it's no surprise to anyone that we have to stop their big play. If we can't stop James Arnold and Drew Stutzman and company, we're going to be in for a long night. If we can't prevent their big plays, they're going to score early and they're going to score often. We know that. So we have to tighten up our defensive game. We have to get to James Arnold. We can't let him sit back there and pick us apart. So that's a big obstacle that we have to face. And I do think their stunning defense, their blitzing defense is going to be hard for us to handle. We don't have a lot of experience on the offensive line. So, how are we going to handle their blitzing attack? How are we going to be able to move the ball and sustain drives and drain clock? If we can't do that, we're going to get beat. So we have to be able to do those two things against a very good, well-oiled machine. Otherwise, we don't have a shot.
Last one for me. Obviously, I think you guys have won 5 straight against them going back to 2014. How much pride, especially, do these seniors take in just trying to keep that streak alive and keep that tradition alive?
Well, I think you have a rivalry, and it is a rivalry. You got two communities as close as we do with football tradition. Both have football traditions. I'm sure that our seniors want to beat them. I know that going through the middle school and JV levels, our seniors never had beaten them at that particular as a group. They've always been beaten. So it's something to come back and say, okay, well, now we have an entire team. Can we pull this team together and beat them? I don't know. I think there's a lot of pride. There is pride. We don't want to lose, nor do they. So it just makes, when you put those two combos together, two teams that are good, that want to win, it's going to be an interesting game.